It would make perfect sense for Resident Alien Season 4 to feature a certain returning character heavily, but I'm almost positive the character's name will change in the upcoming run of episodes. With Alan Tudyk's announcement of the Resident Alien Season 4 release window, I'm glad I'll have shorter than expected to find out if I'm right. If I'm wrong, then one part of the show's lore could be about to get a little muddy. With 2 members of the Resident Alien cast now filling similar roles, it would make sense for a greater separation to be made between them. Resident Alien has quickly become one of Alan Tudyk's best TV shows after beginning in 2021. One of the biggest reasons for the project's quality is the chemistry that exists between the show's myriad of colorful characters. Plus, Resident Alien's surprisingly deep lore is always adding new wrinkles to the sci-fi dramedy. Adapted from a comic book series of the same name by Peter Hogan and Steve Parkhouse, Resident Alien has been heavily altered by showrunner Chris Sheridan, but key characters have remained intact. Peter Bark's return in Resident Alien Season 3 makes his Alien Tracker moniker redundant. Terry O'Quinn's character needs a new name after all that government tech was fused to him. Terry O'Quinn's Peter, the Alien Tracker, Bark has been in and out of Resident Alien since Season 1. He entered the story as an expert on all things extraterrestrial, or at least the closest thing humanity has to such a position without being a member of the government. Known on the convention circuit for his stories about the grey aliens abducting his wife and child, Bark's fans named him the Alien Tracker, and he has certainly lived up to the title. However, his shocking return before the end of Resident Alien Season 3 calls the moniker into question. Believed by the audience and Alan Tudyk's Harry Vanderspiegel to be dead since Season 2, O'Quinn's character resurfaces in Resident Alien Season 3, but with some very notable changes. General McAllister, Linda Hamilton, and her team have heavily augmented Peter's body with advanced technology to make him an efficient alien-killing machine. So, rather than simply tracking down aliens, Bark is now the perfect tool to cut them down. That said, the twist of the apparently brain-dead Bark regaining his consciousness prevents him from being controlled as planned. Max Hawthorne has already replaced Peter Bark as the Alien Tracker. Max and Peter share a rare skill. Bark's new abilities aren't the only reason he should drop his current nickname. In his absence, Judah Pren's Max Hawthorne tries to step into the role in Resident Alien Season 3. Max even goes as far as to insist that Harry calls him the Alien Tracker. Although arguably presented as a minor storyline for Max, Season 3 makes continuous references to Max's desired identity. So, I'm very sure Resident Alien Season 4 will keep this going, which would mean the upcoming run would have 2 characters going by the same title, if it's also still used to refer to Bark. If Max is set to be the new Alien Tracker, there's no better character to inherit the role. Like Bark, Max has the rare genetic mutation that allows him to see Harry's real face, and through the disguise of any alien's molecular reconstruction. Max is arguably still too young to become the Alien Tracker, but given his experience already and the fact that the role shouldn't typically require any violence, I think he'd be fine. It may not be a full-time thing for him for now like it is for Peter, but it can develop into that. What I think Peter Bark's Resident Alien Season 4 arc will look like. Bark's new name could come from a friendly source. Peter Bark with a very high-tech armoire suit shooting something from his wrist weapon in Resident Alien Season 3 Episode 8. I have several Resident Alien Season 4 theories, including one about Peter Bark. Considering he ran from McAllister in the Season 3 finale and reunited with Elizabeth Bowen's deputy Liv Baker, I think it's safe to say that those two will be quite a common character pairing in the upcoming episodes. During conversations between Peter and Liv, I can see him rejecting his Alien Tracker title, but also feeling too far removed from his other side to continue going by his real name. So, it would make sense if he chose a new title, or let Liv choose it. That I think a reunion between Max and Peter is also on the cards. The latter will inevitably hear about the former stepping into his shoes, and probably tease him a little about being annoyed. Ultimately, I can see Peter being good-natured about the scenario and even offering Max some advice on what it takes to be the Alien Tracker. After that, Peter's augmentations make it difficult to see how he can live any kind of normal life, so it's likely that he'll have a heroic death in Resident Alien Season 4, sacrificing himself to save others.